Hello, everyone. Welcome to Database Management Systems. This is the lecture video for week number 13 and 14. As you can see on the sidebar, this is the week right here, and all the assignments are due on May 1st. And then we have one more tab to go. I am sharing with you the week number 13 and 14 from the Blackboard. And as usual, we have the objectives detailed out here for you, but basically we're covering the performance monitoring and backups, which will be in chapter 8, 7, and 8 of the MCSA textbook. Here is the instructional material. Here's the lesson plan, and the lecture video will be uploaded as soon as I'm finished. And there's some textbook chapter 7 and 8 and the corresponding PowerPoints for you. There's only one lab activities or assignment, and it is from the, let me pause you for a second. So there's only one main assignment this week, and it'll be from the MCSA textbook. Basically, you'll be doing 3 labs, 7-1, 7-4, and 8-1. There are 4 extra credit activities that you can do, which will be worth 10 points each. So if you are able, if you have some time, these may be worth your time. But I'm going to bring up the lesson plan and go through them now. So I downloaded already, and here's the lesson plan. And so this topic for this week, as I mentioned before, is the performance monitoring and backups. For chapter 7, discusses how to monitor and optimize your performance, and chapter 8 is about the backups. And goal for this week also includes making progress on your final project. So for the assignment from the lab activities, let me talk about that a little bit. So for 7-1 on page 241, let's see here. It's titled Configuring Your Data Collector. Well, the purpose of this exercise is to kind of get you start thinking about how to do the performance monitoring. And it begins with deciding on what kind of data that you will monitor, or put it in other words, what exactly would you want to monitor? Because there's a lot of stuff, right? So in this activity, you will you'll decide on the which one, what kind of data that you're going to be collecting to monitor, and you'll be using the feature called Windows Performance Monitor utility. And so you can do that, and when you get to page 246, figure 7-9, I can take a picture, a screenshot of that and submit it. There may be some people may have difficulty or trouble on step number 6 and 7 on page 243. So page 243. And if you don't see everything that the instruction is saying, then do just whatever you are able to select. I don't know why some people had that issue, but there is no reason to beat over your head if you don't see all of the data collections. But just make a note of it when you submit. Okay, maybe I'll update this after the video is recorded. Anyway, also on 7-4 on page 255, it's analyzing an execution plan. So let me just kind of pause here for a little bit. I think I had a different description here for 7-4. But anyway, analyzing an execution plan is important because you not only want to make sure that your SQL Server processing is working okay, but you want to make sure that it is working efficiently. And therefore, by analyzing the different steps that are involved in terms of the query and utilizing an index and so forth, when you remove them or add them or arrange them in a different way, you can see how it is affecting the performance. This is one of the things that you may need to do as the database is growing and becoming larger, and your employees or your users are complaining that it is taking too long to get their data, retrieve their data, or even update the data. You will need to play with it. Okay. And the third activity that I'm asking you to do is to a full backup. Backup and restore function in the feature is important in every organization. Understandably, you want to be able to recover just in case something happens. Not only as a disaster recovery, but also if there's any hiccups, right? And so we do back up regularly, just for safe best practice. But you also need to back up your data or the database whenever you want to install a patch, update an application, install a new program, and so on and so forth. Just in case that you need to restore or roll back the state that you were in just before the patch and updates and stuff like that. So there are different ways, different methods of a backup. You can do a full backup, differential backup, and so on and so forth, or even take a snapshot of a particular time. So that's another important topic that's involved. But for this section, I'm going to assign you to do just one of them, which is a full backup, which is on page 278, and then take a screenshot when you're finished. As I mentioned, there are several other lab activities you can do that may be interesting, particularly about this lock, because lock is important for transaction management. It's a way the SQL Server manages transactions. When you are processing a particular transaction, you want to lock the other users from getting in and making the same transactions, right? Like when you're buying airline tickets or something there, when you make a commitment to purchase that ticket, then while it is processing that commitment, you don't want others to get in there and and be able to compete for it, right? So there are other things. There's some tracings, locking and tuning, and stuff like that. So you can give that a try if you like. I do want to just remind you to start working on or continue making progress in your final project. There are sample projects that has been posted already. So take a look at that. And I think that's pretty much it. So let's see. Take this guy out. So this is a week number 13 and 14. And here are some administrative stuff that you need to be doing as a SQL Server administrator that I'm asking you to do. All right, sounds good. So that's it for these 2 weeks. And have a good week, and looking forward to receiving your work. And take care. Bye-bye.